we actually don't have the complete platform yet. We're not a complete product. I'm like kind of anti-selling our stuff, right? Maybe I should be doing something different, but the honest truth is we don't have a complete product yet. We have the transport network, which is how we started pre-AI. Then with OpenAI, we built this agents framework, which allows you to orchestrate and build voice agents. And you can think of that as like our Next.js, right? For voice agents. So we have the Next.js and we have the network that when you build an agent using our Next.js, it can connect to our network and stream the audio and video. That's nice. But in the middle, you have like some gaps. Like, so when you build your voice agent using our framework, how do you test and evaluate that framework? How do you know what it's doing, right? Or if it's doing the right thing or the intended thing? And then once you have a statistical confidence that it's doing the right thing, how do you deploy it and scale it and load balance, right? Because voice agents are not web applications. They are stateful. They're always running for as long as the session is running. They're constantly processing voice and generating voice. So it's not like a connect, send some data, do a database operation, disconnect kind of thing. It's stateful and always on. And so how do you deploy and load balance something like that? It's just a different paradigm. Then, of course, you have the run part of it. Like, so you deploy it. Now, how do you run it? That's our network infrastructure. That's our telephony infrastructure. And then on the end, it's like, once you're running it, how do you observe it? Where's the Datadog or the New Relic for voice AI?
Shout
So
out to Tom. That's, I think, another great member of your team who
Tom,
I know
yes,
is.
Tom's amazing. And so building that end-to-end platform is really what we're trying to do, right? Like, and it's not because we are dreaming it up and it's like, this is what everyone needs. And if we build that, they will come, field of dream style. It's because like our community and users are literally asking for this stuff every day. They're like, I built this agent. I'm running this agent on the network. It's working great, but like, I'm struggling with deploying it. So we're working on a hosting product. I'm struggling with testing and evaluating. So we're looking at partnering with people who are working in the evaluation space, right? But also we're exploring whether we should do some stuff ourselves around evaluation that works really well within the LiveKit ecosystem. And then on the observability side, we're like, okay, well, how do we monitor this stuff? People want visibility in these systems to know what are the user experiences like that they're having with my application. And so we're kind of trying to tackle all of these things and build that kind of all-in-one platform so that you can go from zero to shipping and scaling and production and making money and building a successful business, all with using LiveKit, that
Yeah, you
foundation.
just plug in and then you're golden.
100%.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that vision. And so now it's doubling down on the platform ecosystem.
Yes. 100%.
Dude, so cool.
You should pitch this. I think it was better.
I
You said it like in like 10 seconds and
didn't have that
I took like 2
emotion.
minutes. Wow.
And
That's easy to do.
yeah, one thing I do think about voice, which is fascinating, is how much of a rich medium it is and how many
Oh yeah.
signals you can get
Yeah.
from voice, which is very unlike text.
I mean, you're right about all those things, right?
Thank you.
So voice is fundamentally higher bandwidth than text, right? It carries more data, it's more dense per packet, let's say, right? Or per byte. And the reason why is because it's carrying more information, right? Voice data has prosody and intonation and a cadence, all kinds of these aspects of sound that humans like automatically pick up on and can change the semantics of what you're saying, right? The way you say something absolutely matters. Maybe not as much as what you say, but it definitely makes a difference, right? In interpretability or how that information is perceived by your brain, right? On the receiving end. And so the other part about this is like, so yes, that's kind of just the law of physics of voice. And it simultaneously makes it an amazing medium for interaction and a very natural medium. I mean, this is what we've been doing for thousands and thousands of years, right? Is using voice to communicate ideas to one another. But it also makes it incredibly difficult to build a synthetic, human-like experience in code that matches the fidelity of like a human-like conversation. And so, um, so I think a lot of possibility, which is exciting, but also it requires a lot of experimentation to get right. And there's a lot of moving pieces in between, as you said. Like our framework tries to reduce the amount of entropy in the system by handling a lot of things for you, like interruptions and turn taking and the low latency back and forth streaming of the data. But then you also have things like transcriptions and the quality of those when you turn that voice into text, and you have the brain piece of it, the LLM. Is it going to understand those prompts in the way that you want them to? And exactly, is it going to call that tool reliably? How long does that tool call take? Do you generate a response in the middle so that people don't think that you're waiting forever? It's